The Knicks were without starting point guard Jalen Brunson, the Warriors were without starting shooting guard Brandon Podziemski. The last time the Dubs played the Knicks, New York was without Karl Towns, while Golden State was without Jonathan Kuminga. On Saturday night, the Dubs were fighting for their playoff lives as per usual, as Golden State remains half a game within the Timberwolves in the standings. Mixing things up, Golden State went small, replacing Podziemski with Guy Santos at the 4, instead of like they typically would, replacing Pods with Quentin Post at the 5. Towns was attacking Santos early, as Cat scored the Knicks' first 6 points. Moody continued to play some of the best ball of his career by locking up Bridges, then hitting his second tray already. Anunoby would score 2 consecutive buckets. Draymond would pop to receive this nifty left-handed behind-the-back dime from Steph. Guy Santos would get blocked at first, but Kuminga collected it and midair passed it to him for this and one. Deuce McBride pulled up from the mid-range and heard Deuce chants on the road. Karl Towns would give himself 9 points already by hitting this step back. Kuminga finished off this lob, before Towns came right back to continue his dominant quarter. Kuminga should have been given a foul call on this play. Watch Quentin Post stay in position to make this stop right here. Buddy Hield put the Dubs up 1, forcing a Tibbs timeout. Bridges turned the corner for this bucket. But Jimmy Buckets had the gall to take this one-legged bomb at the buzzer to showcase his recaptured love for the game. The Dubs defense sandwiched Anunoby to force this turnover. Here, Payton II does a great job at defending this Karl Towns post fadeaway. Draymond then defended Karl to force this turnover. Jimmy would drive to collapse the defense and set up an open post. Curry lost the handle and OG gave himself 13 points plus tied the game. Curry then threw it away again, but Kuminga chased down Hart. The interior enforcer Kevon Looney heard Loon chants after getting a pass on the roll from Steph and taking his time to finish this bucket. Kuminga flew in for this O-board off a bad Buddy miss to force another Knicks timeout. Precious Achiuwa made Shackton a fool with this airball. Deuce McBride made up for his teammate doing that, only for Achiuwa to make Shackton a fool yet again by fumbling this on the fast break. Curry got loose for a midi. Draymond and Curry then shut down this Bridges attack. Butler then tipped it ahead to Curry, leading to a Moody jam. Bridges clapped back with a triple in traffic. Gary Payton then found Butler in transition. The Dubs turned the Knicks over with stifling D behind Green, Butler, and Payton, plus Moody, leading to Payton ducking around Deuce on the other end. Miles McBride gave himself 13 points and got the loudest Deuce chants on the night, but it was Curry draining this triple directly over Deuce to end the half, and that gave Golden State some momentum entering the locker room. McBride wasn't getting a shot hit over him to start the second though, as he'd block Curry. Towns then drained the triple. Bridges then took advantage of Curry defending him to give New York the lead. The Shackton hoop kept having its charm though, as Draymond airballed a 3. Off an O-board from Jimmy, Moody hit one from the corner. Towns attacked Draymond with a beautiful lefty hook. Curry had some finesse to display as well, as this floater in traffic fell through. Curry then spotted Santos in the corner and the starter put him up 5. Moody does a great job at reading the passing lanes and picking off this entry to Towns. Curry came off a green screen to give the Dubs their largest lead of the night. He then came off another green screen to make Towns pay for not stepping up for his second straight possession. Moody clamps up Towns right here to force the miss. Payton caught this high-velocity lob from Kuminga. Deuce McBride finished a putback, then took it in for a tough lefty finish over Buddy Hield, and it was a 3-point game entering the fourth. Post got free on the roll off a nice underhanded scoop dime from Jimmy Butler. OG Anunoby cut it back to 2 with this heavily contested triple in Post's face. Moody spun back for this nifty midi. Then Moses contested hard around the basket. After an assist from Butler, Moses was in rhythm for this bomb from the corner. Green swatted this shot on Anunoby. Towns grabbed the O-board and put it back in beastly fashion. Towns then grabbed his own miss and put it back to cut it to 3. Towns attacked Curry and finished around Looney. Kuminga found Curry off a screen, who took it in for the deuce. Towns stayed hot by hitting a 29-footer. Anunoby picked off this entry like his all-defensive self. Bridges got loose from the mid-range. Moody bailed the Warriors out by sneaking inside to bank it home. Curry then blocked McBride but couldn't put it away as he bricked this triple. Towns was locked up on this drive and Draymond was fouled by Karl. He'd go to the line and drain 2. The Dubs then stole this pass off the inbound and the Chase Center crowd went wild. Green then took it in off the bounce to his left past Towns and hit a night-night celly. Credit to the injured Knicks for putting up a fight. as this was their last game of a long road trip and they all fought extremely hard to make this a very entertaining battle. The Dubs won their 7th in a row, and they're now 14-1 with Jimmy Butler. Steve Kerr passed Al Attles for the most wins in franchise history. You would have thought Kerr had already broken that record given he's got 9 titles, but that's huge for the Dubs man in charge. Let me know your takes on the Dubs victory down below. This was your boy DFlow, and I'll see you next video.